can to defend it, if you can afford it. Okay, so at the end of the day, these AUC credits is real money. So if you haven't got it, you'll find so. So you don't want people coming and destroying in your org. You don't want people coming and blowing up your ships outside the org. You don't want people there coming and killing your people, because if the people kill your people, that person loses his credit, that person loses his ship, and he loses his reputation, and it's going to be hard. And then people will not fly with you. So you're going to do the best to protect your crew. This is the future of the Star Citizens game. Okay, and it's a damn good game. It's not going to be finished from now. Okay, but it needs people like us to spread the word of building this game. And you don't want silly assholes, sorry the language, coming in there and messing it up and thinking they're smart. I am not an abusive person, but I can read the person a mile off, and I will act dumb 24/7. Okay, and I like playing the game. So when you're doing something, don't think I don't think where you're coming from. I will give you the benefit of the doubt. But don't think you're going to have this, because you're not. Because you will lose it. Okay? You actually started an org called the Rebel Alliance. I turned around and written a letter. I'm not mentioning the person's name. Okay? And it says, well, the Rebel Alliance, so some people who don't know certain things, you just look at a rebel, oh, I'm a rebel, I'm going to be doing all bad things. No, a rebel means the freedom, and you're fighting for freedom for what you believe in. Okay? But if you don't, if you all people don't understand that, okay, they think it's rebel where you're going out and doing bad like the matadors. Okay? It's an understanding. But the player at the end of the day isn't fighting for the freedom of the cause, he's fighting for his own personal gains. Okay? And he's strictly combat, and that's his passion. Not bad mouthing him. I don't like the person anymore because the man is a liar. I'm sorry. I've heard things, I've seen things, but that's not the point. I'm not mentioning names because I don't want you going out there hunting the person down. But if he's watching this, then he knows at the end of the day I know more than what he believes. Okay? But at the end of the day, that's not the way I go. But you can't go and sit down and stand on somebody's toes, okay, and think they're not going to ball out in pain. You step on my toes, I'll bite back. But I don't mean bite back when I'm going to get a gun and shoot you. I've got a brain, okay? And whatever you do, it will fall back on you, okay? We've got an organization and we want to build it. We want to be good people, and we don't want people coming and messing it up. We want people who want to enjoy the game. We want to build Star Citizen. We want people to know what it's all about. Because after a while, we will be old men. This game's going to still be cool. And it's our kids that will be playing this game. Okay? And what I've got, I'll pass it down to my kids. Oh, I'll give the ships away. Because that's what I believe in the game. That's not a bad thing. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I'm sure I've bored you guys. I talk like this all the time when I'm in my org, okay? Oh, Littlemissuk, where are you? What are you doing at Crew at all? I'm sat here waiting for you to go back into the game. Well, you can do what you do. I got things to do. I'm going back in the game doing my own thing. I do a lot of theory crafting, by the way, and we've got a lot of things in the game that you wouldn't even believe that's in the game. Right. I can play this game for hours. In our org talking about that, as you know, in a few months back, a lot of people wasn't playing because things didn't work and you wait to the next patch. In our org, it wasn't like that. We found out what stopped them from playing. It was credits. We showed them how to work around the bugs and all them kind of things. And they play all the time now. And you can see in the last patch, I made 10 million. Okay, that was to show the logistics, what they can do with these credits and how they can do it. You know what I mean? And all sorts of things. In our organization, you have logistics. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You got an idea what logistics are, and you also know what's that word called beginning with S? Security. And then you've got the other one, science. And you've also got freelancers. Well, statistics is to do with all finance. It's the backbone of Star Citizens, as we already know. And we've got combat, which is security. And we've got science that covers a lot of fields, okay, workers and ships and whatnot. But we've got a one other extra one in there, freelancers. Why have we got freelancers in there? Because you've got the mellow system coming in and you've got the prison system coming in, industrial spies and all that kind of shit. So we've now got 4 roles in our organization. Yeah, I mean, all these things we sit down there and we work out. And anybody who comes into our organization, we don't tell them what role they want. We ask them what they like and what they want to be. And we sit down there and we work out them roles for those guys so they can play it. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be a commander. I'm actually a bridge commander now, okay? But I'm also a fleet commander. I'm also an explorer. I'm also an explorer, which can all be done in the game. There's one more thing I'm actually. And if you've got ships, like say a Kraken, Carrack or whatnot, you can't fill your crew. Our organization is built like that. Okay, what I mean by that, if you're a fleet commander, okay, and you come into our, if you've got more than 10 ships and you're a fleet commander, you've got no problem in filling your ships. Because the guys in our org roles and fleet commander, they're gonna make credits. But if you don't know what you're doing, we will help you. We don't just say, okay, you've got your own ship and you fill your own ship. We know at the end of the day, you've seen what I've got. I've got my ship there now, the Javelin. If I was to close down my org today, I'd have to go into a military organization. Oh, they'll put people in my ship. I hope. But it's gonna blow up. Do you think they give a damn? I got no ship for the next 2, 3 friggin' months. I got no credits because my life is indispensable. Because I'm fighting for their cause. What is the cause? We don't know. How long before you're back in this, miss? You don't know. What was the question I asked? Did you did you answer the question? ETA, please. When Littlemissuk says 10 minutes, come back tomorrow.
Quantum drive is now off.
Right. We was talking about the Javelin. Okay. This Javelin ship has got a lot of things going for itself. A heck of a lot. Okay. But this isn't going to be this ship that I want. Okay. I want the Bengal. I cannot have the Bengal unless I rob it. But that's not my role play. But I do believe sooner or later, TIG will come out with the equivalent where I can actually buy that ship. And when that ship comes out, I will buy that ship. I've got all the ships in the game capitalized to do certain things, but I just want to travel space. And I've got to work out a crew and the things that I need. But anyway, let's go on to something else. Let's look at the Kraken. I can talk a little more decent.
Quantum drive is now off.
Right, I bought the Kraken because of its potential, okay? And I still like the Kraken, okay? But the Kraken has got two uses now. One shops, as you well know, and one for cargo. Everybody's complaining that, oh, if you bought the shopping, I have to call it shopping center, you're wasting your money. No, you're not. You're not. But you've got 4,000 cargo. The difference between the shop, okay, and the 4,000 cargo, I just have to say that because it's easier, okay? With the shops, if you log out, you can make money when you're not playing, okay? Now, the difference, and with the one with the big cargo, okay, the difference is it's a bigger what's that word? Relay estate. Now, for instance, the privateer has containers you put in there. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But what can you put in them containers? Can you fit a ballista in there? No, you can't. Can you fit this in there? No, you can't. Yes, you can fit normal commodities, but remember, you put them inside a container, and you can't put a big, massive thing into a small container, and that's where you lose your real estate. Okay, but if it's open plan, okay, whatever you've got in that, you can fit in there as long as you can get it through the cargo hole. Now, let's give you an example. The top half of the javelin, sorry, not javelin, the kraken is all shops. So and it's 198 cargo use. That's roughly about 6 containers. Okay. Now, if you use some containers and you wanted to put ballistas up there, you can't do that. Okay, because they won't fit or anything like that. You have to put them in the loading bay at the bottom. Okay, we all get that, and you all understand that now. What is the cargo space of the javelin of the Kraken of the main cargo? It's 700. Yes. Well, that can hold quite a bit. If you've got a 890 jump that it's got 500, how many ballistic could you fit in that? If you're lucky, if it was open plan, you might be able to get one, two, three, four, possibly five in there. So can you see where I'm coming from? I'm just picking the figures top of my head. Since I've got the shifts, I do a lot of if it fits, it sits, blah blah, whatnot. You know what I mean? Now that's not a lot, okay? Because you're gonna say, well, hey, it's got 757 missiles. If you was listening to me earlier about the size 10 missiles and the size 12 missiles, and you understand the arithmetic behind it, well, if you only had 6 ballistas in the cargo deck, okay, you had an SRB to put it up. How powerful are those missiles? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Let's look at the Reclaimer missiles, okay? The Reclaimer has 6 size 9 missiles. The ballista has 2 size 5s and 8 size 4s. But when you add them all together, the missiles on the ballista is only equivalent to 1 size 9 missile on the retaliator. So in theory, the retaliator is 6 times stronger than the ballista because of its hit point. Yes, you can play with numbers all bloody day, but when you
Please
start
proceed to
putting it
assigned landing bay.
practically, well, that's not a lot. But remember, it depends on what you're using it. So how many how many ballistas can you fit on your shopping center? 6. How many is 6? 6 missiles, the same as 1 retaliator. You've lost a lot of real estate. It's best if you go out there and buy a
Landing
retaliator
gear.
and stick it on your landing deck. Okay, that's just give you an idea. Sorry, Chris, I am very good at numbers, and I'm not trying to put you down because obviously you've got other uses with the ballistas and whatnot. But when you're releasing certain things, okay, yes, we want it, but when you sit down and think about it, it's not that practical. Okay, but people buy what other people see. Me, I buy what I know I can use. Okay, and that's not putting because you know me. Come on, look at me. I spent nearly £45,000 on the game. Okay, and I'm still spending. So obviously I must have a reason for it. And don't turn around and say, well, I can afford. I work for it. It's my money. I spend it how I want, and I choose to spend it this way. Okay, simple. Well, give you an idea about the Kraken. So at the end of the day, the problem is now you've got your Kraken. All you guys,
Complete.
I'm going
Have a
to
pleasant
put
stay.
all these ballistas on your Kraken. And how much is a Kraken? £200 each, or what you're going to buy it in game. Each Kraken has only got the firepower as 1 size 9 missile. Okay. So how many you gonna put on that deck? But you're not gonna be inconvenienced. It's not gonna be practical. Yes, it's got the distance, and yes, it's the surprise attack, blah 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 this and blah 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 that. But when it comes down to number crunching and theory crafting, you know what I mean, depending how you want to play the game, it's how you work it out. Now, like I said, I got some damn good shits, and I spent hours there working out what I'm going to do with my, you know what I mean, and how I'm going to play them. And oh, there's another problem: the carrot. CIG, can you please tell us what the pilot has for a weapon? He's got no missiles, and the way it looks like it, he can't use any of the guns. Now, the reason why I say that is when I was watching the thing at Christmas, okay? Yeah, when I was watching that, I saw his chop and change. Right, I heard one of the pilots turn around to one of the crew members with being attacked. Why couldn't the pilot use one of the guns to shoot that? Why did it have to be one of the crew members? That raised alarm bells, okay? It did raise alarm bells. Now, what I mean by that is, yes, it's got a lot. It's got 8 size 4 guns. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, but you've got 2 on the wings, and you've got 1 in the back, and you've got 1 on the front. All right, right. The 2 on the wings are Mantarans, so you need 2 crew members for that. And you've got 2 remote Tarrants. 2 remote Tarrants. If you're doing it like you've done the other ships, those would be the co-pilots in the front, left and right, using them. What is the pilot going to use? He can't do missiles, and I don't think you're going to do that. All I'm just saying, I'm just asking a question, because while they was running around like a Cheshire cat, he would have wanted this at the end of the day. We already know that you got the drone bay coming out, okay? You're going to need an extra person for that. What is the pilot going to do? Is he just going to be sitting down in the cockpit seat, looking left and looking right, and flying left? Because he's going to get bored. He needs something to keep him excited. I know how you're playing the game and what. Is that you, Commissar? What was it I just saw you with? What are you doing with that? I'll follow you. No, drop it a minute. Drop it a minute. It's okay. Drop it a minute. No, I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do that. No, 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 no. Just let me look at it, please. Thank you. You idiot. Hey, what's up? You're supposed to be running after me. Oh, stop getting upset. It's only credits. I'm going to dismantle it. You're very touchy, aren't you? Oh, come and take your box back. Yeah, well, well, why are you running after me? It's your box. Here, take it back. Here. This is what I do when we like to have a joke. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me give her back a box before she gets upset. It's no use to me. Yeah, take your box. Yeah, take your box. There. There it is. Bye-bye. Anyway, you see, these people doesn't understand fun at the end of the day. What she sees is credits. You know what I mean? That's how some people think, and power. You know what I mean? They can't help it. You know what I mean? Not knowing at the end of the day, they can make more through me at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And other people like me. Anyway, where were we? Sorry, you got your own thing there doing. You don't need my help. I was just adding a bit of fun into the game, you see, you know what I mean? You got a bit touchy on me. Yeah, but what's the problem? You knew I was going to run off the box. I'm an idiot. Well, okay, can I ask you a question? No, we're not arguing, viewers. What would I have possibly to gain from that bot? Nothing. It was a bit of fun, like we always do. You know what I mean? She's getting old, you see. She's got no sense of humor. Right. Okay. So anyway, but the firepower on, yes, I forgot what it was up there now. You know what I mean? The Javelin is a bloody good ship. It's good for solo. Okay. Now at the end there, let's go back to the Javelin. Now the Javelin's supposed to have roughly 6,000 cargo units. Okay. Let's price it up. CIT, please don't mess with the cargo units. Okay. We can do a lot more things, but I need to use an example. You've made the ship bigger, okay? So you should have took this into account, all right? Now you've got 80 people on there, all right? Now when you divide 6,000 cargo units, it's roughly about 60 cargo units per person, okay? Now 60 or 80, I don't know the exact figures. That's just about a bit more than a Cutlass Black, okay? Now, yes, we know you've got all these roles, multi-purpose. Yeah, but I'm just saying, until the game gets in there, these guys want something to do. They want to theory craft and plan for the future. Please deliver what you promised. And I know what you're gonna say. The cargo units on that ship is under the old specs. Bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry. I'll explain why. You started to rework, all right? And when you did the small ships, you knew it couldn't fit. So what you did, you upgraded the ships by 30%. So you could do some sort of cargo. That was great. So it was all of the impression, blah, blah, blah. All these ships were going to be big. Okay, that was fantastic. That's where these other ships came. But then it came to the Carrack. You dropped the sizes from 1500 to 4, 500. Okay, and said it was under the new, what they call it, new sizes, because the new metric went down divided by two, and also what was it? You didn't want to grow the ship, blah blah, because you wanted to. Yeah, we get it, all right. But just remember, when people buy these things, all right, they're buying it for sole purpose. And if you don't give us these things, we can't turn around and say we want our money back, because you will then turn around and say you did not spend your money to
Welcome
buy
to
these
Robert's
ships, you
Space
spent it to
Industries.
back the game.
Enjoy the
No,
ride. System check.
that's done and dusted now, okay? It's done and dusted. Think about it. But anyway, let's get back to the what we call it. So all these small ships, you grew them
Please
so
visit
they could
again.
compensate. But these ships you also grow too, okay? I'm practical. I fight for a purpose. I can't get my money back. And yeah, you'll say this and you'll say that. But at the end of the day, think about it. We all like the game. Everybody gets upset because they don't understand this and understand that, okay? That's a big, massive ship. That is a big, massive ship. Don't tell me that can't fit 6,000. And if you're going by the old size, it's 3,000. Now, going back to 3,000 in cargo spaces, that means going back to the carriage size and blah, blah, 80 people, that's roughly about 30 at the end of the day. But I don't believe that, because you've grown the ship. So make sure it fits the cargo. I'm not going to use it for cargo. I've got other uses for real estate. Look at the Kraken. The Kraken came out after you did the cargo space. You said it's going to have so much space. I've got my doubts listening and seeing what other people said, because you dropped all these big ships there now and they're dropping in cargo. I'm not upset with you. I'm not what they call it, but I'm just saying, when people buy these ships, they buy it for a specific purpose. I'm civilian, okay? So if I'm civilian, I'm not going to buy a combat ship. You see where I'm coming from? Because I can't do certain things with it. So if I buy this particular ship, I'm planning on theory. Yes, you're subject to change things, but don't overdo it. Okay? Where you make certain ships bigger and whatnot, that's good. But at the end of the day, there is a balance. Okay? All I'm just saying, I know I'm hearing people saying this is not going to have 6,000. I don't know the exact size. The ship was a small ship. You grew the ship. Make the space. Okay? If it's not there, find somewhere to make the space for the guns, for that. Because I see the ship there now. I'm doing research on the ship. I bought the ship for two purposes. one for the cargo base, one for the hangar deck, okay, and one for the versatility. And since I have been doing my theory crafting and reading up on it, I've seen a lot of benefits in this ship. Yes, I know you'll change certain things because certain things don't work, but you're using the main things to sell these ships, and the people are buying these ships because of these practicality and whatnot. Okay, so think about what you're doing when you're doing these things. We're not bad mouthing the game. We love the game. To well, look at me. I play 18 hours a day. Okay, but I don't want you to give me this ship and say, well, it can only hold 500 cargo. It's like the ARM 890 jump. You know what I mean? And then we got the 890 jump now, and we don't know when we can bloody well use it. I had two ships in here, okay? The 600i and the Hammerhead. At Christmas, because I didn't understand the philosophy, I went to melt the ship, not understanding that you're losing the frigging ship. Them ships were bloody LTI. Yeah, I know if I write off 2 years and say I made a mistake, you're gonna give me back the ship and put them back into my account, so they are giftable and they are LTI. I know that, but I sometimes see what I'm going on and the way you're changing your policies, I have my doubts. Okay, I'm not saying that you're dishonest. That's not what I'm saying. When people spend money and something goes wrong, they get worried, they get panicky. Okay, this ship cost me 2,500 in hard cash. I didn't melt the ship for it or anything. I went to the bank, took out my money, planned it, and bought it straight cash, like all my ships. Now, when I buy these ships there now, and I find out it can't do these things, well, I don't want the ship no more. And then when I go to change it over, I've made a mistake. Oh, well, you should have read the clause. If you melt the ships, you've lost it. I had a 600i, right? I upgraded it to the Hercules. I made a mistake. Somehow I melted a frigging ship. I haven't got no shipping there. I got 6,000 credits. And I did that the same with the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead was LTI, it's giftable.
Raised.
And I melted it by mistake. When I tried to pull it back, the ship now isn't giftable. I can write off to you because I've not got 28 days. Oh, I've lost me, what they call it. It's a 30,000 crash. You got it too. Yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? I'm just saying at the end of the day, be a little bit fairer. I know you're not objecting. I know you got millions done. I know you got to feed people. And don't forget, it's us, and we will buy things. We want to spend our money, and we want to spend our money. But there's another thing also going out. When these ships are going out, we're under the impression these ships are coming out in the game very soon. But that's not it. That's not true either. When I saw the Kraken, okay, I didn't know much about the Kraken. I just knew it was a carrier. I wanted a carrier. But you came out in the big citizens clause thing. Oh, you've got the big ship out there and whatnot. And we believe the ship's going to be out in a couple of months. 2 years later, we've not seen the ship. You're still making us believe the ship's coming out. When is the ship coming out? Yes, go a step further. There's another ship that I bought, the Nautilus. Oh, it's going to be out in a couple of months. Excuse me, we've heard nothing about the ship. We're spending hard cash on these ships. We're not melting this ship. We're going into the banks and spending the hard cash because we believe it's coming out. I can go right through all the ships I bought. The Pioneer, 2, 3 years ago. You never said, but somewhere along the line, somebody in your department must have leaked the information out for us idiots there to spend our money. We are spending our money, okay, and you're building ships. Half our org won't spend no money on shit because they're pretty pissed off. They want to spend money, okay, but they're not getting, and then they bought ships, they've melted, and they've not even used. Well, I'm just saying, CIG, I know you're going on these ships. Finish the ships you built, or you what they call it. Let us have these ships. Yes, we know you want to pay your staff at the end of the day, but you started with one person. You started with Chris, okay? You found a way to make money, and we like your work. We like your ideas. We like your principles. But at the end of the day, we are here to help you to help us. We want to play the game. Don't give us false dreams and say this is coming out, or it'll be out in a month, or it might be late. Yeah, we can accept that, but 3, 4, 5 years down the line, and we don't know what the hell's going to come up. We're disappointed. oh, you can melt and go buy something. But suppose that person hasn't got that ship. In our country, you know the law. If it's not fit for the purpose as intended, you can bring it back and get it your money back. That is in the law book in the 16 blah blah. Yeah, I'm in business there because I'm in retail. I've been there. I'm retired now. You know what I mean? So I know all them things at the end of the day. So when you're buying something, you bring back these laws and how it brings back. And you're not bringing back these ships. I'm not saying I want my money back. I'm just saying I want the ships that I paid for. Okay. Yes, you'll make changes. Yes, you'll make adjustments. But look at the ships that are coming out. Yes, you will release these ships at the end of the day. Okay, but be careful. Give us what we're paying for, and don't say we're paying to build a game because we're not. Okay, a lot of people don't understand, and I try to explain it to them in our org and we're in alpha. Okay, and they don't get it, but they get it after a while. But we give them entertainment and we give them role play. And I'm not trying to badmouth UCIG because I'm still spending my money. Okay, I'm just saying think about it because at the end of the day, you're making the money and we want to spend. Okay, and we will spend if we know. But if people start believing they're not going to get these products at the end of the day, or it's not going to be to the nearest specification, it's going to cut down your profits. Okay, and you need it to develop. And if it can't develop, the game's going to go on and we're going to lose. We're all going to lose. Me, I'm going to lose my money I put into the game. You, because all the years you put in there. Okay, and that's not putting you down. I'm just saying think ahead. Okay, we're not saying you're not doing nothing wrong. We're not saying you're not cheating us. Okay, but at the end of the day, we want to use these ships. Okay, I bought ships now. I've never even seen the day of light, and I'm getting rid of ships. Look at the Arm the Cutlass Red. I'll never see that ship. Okay, I've got one in my fleet, but I'll never see it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be melting it, and I've had it for about a year now. Plus a few other ships. I'm just saying that today, if we melt our ship, you deliver the ship, we played the ship, and we don't like it, then we melt it. Well, that's okay. We got bored of it. Then it's down to us. But we're melting our ships or selling our ships, and we've never seen the bloody ships. How many people are doing that now? One of our org members turned around to me yesterday and says, I'm only buying ships that are in the game now. I says, no, because the ships will go up in price. He turned around and says, he doesn't know if he's going to be playing that game long. I seen his point, and I get it. You know what I mean? So take a lot into consideration here. There's a lot of good people here, and you are good people. We're all good people, okay? And we want to spend our money. It's our money, okay? But it's not shut up, take our money and shut up, you know what I mean? Which I've heard in the past. But anyway, I know it sounds like I'm bad mouthing. I am not. It's just my wording at the end of the day. It's my birthday today, and I also do believe in freedom of speech, as long as it's not for malicious intent. Okay. Anyway, folks, guess what? The 30,000 crash, and it's my birthday. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Now, I do bring my video. Was the video on yours or on me? Yeah, well, anyway. I hope you didn't find this video distasteful, okay? Because it wasn't meant in that sense. Just try to understand of all the topics we said, it's to build the game and what people can and cannot do in the game and